What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? We got the hot analysis of the upcoming Joust changes. As far as I know, first of all, I want to clarify. A lot of people have been going around saying rip Joust 1v1. Apparently they're replacing it with 3v3. I don't think that's actually true. I have not heard that anywhere. In fact, in the article in the Smite magazine, it said that they were adding 3v3 ranked to Conquest ranked, and they were like, along with Conquest ranked and 1v1 ranked Joust, there will now be 3v3 ranked Joust. So I really think that that there is still going to be a 1v1, especially the way that I've talked with high-res guys about it, and they've all seemed to be leading me on that there will be a 1v1 ranked still. So I believe that is going to still be a thing. Don't listen to anybody telling you otherwise, unless it's a high-res representative, I guess. Thank you for the $5, Potato.
Mom, I am on TV. Shlove.
You made it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that would be first and foremost. But let's get into the actual analysis now. If you guys haven't seen, what this new map offers is a fire giant buff for Joust, which is fucking amazing. It's what a lot of us have been asking for. No matter like what god I am, as long as it's an early to mid game god and not an OP, Ming Li late game god. I've always said like, oh boy, I'm 4-0 Ymir here. I wish I could do something that would stop my my opponent AMC from hugging tower until 30 minutes, because literally there's nothing you can do in that situation. In ranked 1v1 right now, the way that it goes is you can get as many kills as you want on someone like a support, unless you kill them under their Phoenix with a full wave behind you. You cannot take the tower. Even if you were to kill them under the Phoenix and they cleared the wave, you can't take that Phoenix because you're a Guardian. There's no way that you have enough push potential. Even if you have like 2 seconds of push or 2 seconds of aggroing that tower, you don't have enough to actually take it down. So gods like Guardians, Assassins especially, because they'll dominate the early to mid game and then just have no potential whatsoever late game because they're melee gods and they can't take things without having an enemy plus Phoenix aggro on you, meaning no Phoenix for you basically, and wait another 20 minutes. I actually had a game, a very upsetting game against Ionic one time where I was dominating. He was AMC, right? And this is a very classic example. I'm sure anybody that plays Joust knows this, right? Because it happens to everyone all the time. I was fighting against Ionic, but I'm going to use this example because, one, it's a pro player. Where's my finger? It's over here. It's getting cut off by the cam. So yeah, one, it's a pro player, so it holds more weight to the general populace. And two, we were both very good gods. But the thing was, I was up about 4-0 on her against his AMC, and this was during the the early stages of the game. It was about during the first 15 minutes or whatever. I was snowballing, and I clearly deserved the win for that game. I was doo-dooing on his face in a matchup that you're really not supposed to do that well in. And he was able to do nothing but tower hug that Phoenix, or Phoenix hug that Phoenix for literally 30 minutes. Eventually I got so mad that I would just have to stand there and try. Like, you can proxy waves all you want. People always say, why don't you just stand there? I'm sorry, not proxy waves. You can strip waves all you want. You say, fuck it, I'll just stand here for an extra 20 minutes, right, and strip the waves from you. But more than anything, I mean, gods like AMC, they're safe in their clear. He could walk up, throw the hive down, throw his 2, and run away before you can do anything about it, right? Like, he can just use the 2 and the honey and get out safely. They have safe clear, and they have efficient tools to get out. Him with his hives, allowing him movement speed. There's really no secure option to guarantee a kill onto him without having to dive the Phoenix, right? As long as he stays within a certain range of it. So he would come out of the Phoenix just a little bit, but never enough for me to actually make anything out of it. And I would get kills when he would aggress onto my Phoenix, but it wouldn't be enough push potential after that. So the thing is, that kind of example, he was down 0-4 and did nothing but hug that Phoenix and clear over and over again every single wave. And you really do not have much of an option there. If he's playing it correctly, and he doesn't really fuck up and give you the opportunity to get an easy kill on him, or he doesn't push up too much, if he's really committed to living and winning, as AMC, he will win. You know, as a lot of gods in that position, he will win. So that's a prime example of how the game was so late game oriented that you really can't do anything. And of course, AMC outscales on her in the late game. He's ridiculously stronger. He can build 3 defense items and just shit on the on her with only like Executioner and Fatalis to his name in terms of offense, and still beat you. So what this new buff does is actually disables towers from aggroing you. I believe they said it was 90 seconds. And that buff is going to stop towers and phoenixes. I don't think it's the Minotaur as well, or the Titan as well, but it's, you know, towers and phoenixes will no longer aggro you while you have this buff. So if you are a 4-0 on her against Onyx fucking AMC, you can just go in and kill that bitch. If you're up 4-0, you know, as long as you're not diving his Titan, you can do it and actually end the game. This will lead to no longer 30-minute games that everybody's expecting to see out of, you know, nearly any top jouster, because I use the top jouster words loosely, because right now, to be a top jouster, there's not a lot you have to do. You have to pick the best god, and you have to have decent mechanics. I didn't even know I was in queue. I meant to not be in queue. Apparently I was in queue. So that's kind of what it is. You know, you have to understand how to camp, how to abuse that god's mechanics, and, you know, do it best. So what this new buff is going to do is disable towers and allow you to actually press that lead. This is what I think it will do, right? Ideally, that's what it'll do. What it might end up doing is completely making it a snowball meta. Gods like Bastet will just be able to tank that fire giant with cats, hog it or some shit, and just instantly get that shit and win the game off of it within like 10 minutes. But hopefully it has enough health and defense where it doesn't you know, it doesn't go down while you're at like level 10 with 1 kill or something. You should have to be like really snowballing, maybe 3-0, for you to be able to take the fire giant at level 10 in this new game mode. So hopefully that's the kind of thing we're looking at. There's also only 1 red buff now, which is amazing, because generally the strat is to run over to your red buff, clear it, hope to try to clear it faster than them. If you don't clear it faster than them, you go over to your purple buff, and then you go the long way around to wave. But if you do clear it faster than them, you go straight to the mid wave and assert dominance. Now, that 1 red buff means that there can be level 3 contest as soon as the game starts. If you feel like you are a strong level 3 god, you can go for that red buff over them. They can, you know, try to lurk around and wait for you to aggro that red buff and, you know, try to counter engage, things like that. It's going to be really fun, and it's actually going to be relevant. It's not going to be like, you know, scum invades or whatever on other people's red buffs, because there's only 1 fucking red buff. That's what I like about Clash, that it actually it forces you to play aggressively, because red buff is really fucking potent early on in the game. So I would love to see this new game mode promote aggression through doing things like that, by making these neutral objectives that are, you know, in the middle of the map for both of you, and you need to try to secure that. Like I said, it might be too snowbally, it might be too early game centric, but for me, in all honesty, fuck the late game meta, dude. I would much rather see it be all early game than what we have right now. It sucks. The game mode should not last 30 minutes. That shit's awful. There's more early to mid game centric gods than there are late game ones, so there will still be more variety, and the game mode will actually be fun, in my opinion, instead of the awful mess that it is right now. So we're going against Ymir here. I can do the classic example here, but I'm not going to make this like a, you know, 40-minute video for you guys. Just wanted to go over those major changes. Let's see, am I missing anything? Other than the beautiful outlining of it, you know, the beautiful detail that's gone into the map and how nice it looks. I'm a big fan, and, you know, I think it's going to be great. But what I do worry about is that the 2 side lanes going into the Phoenix, you can go straight into the Phoenix from the sides for some reason. That seems like it could promote backdooring a lot, and it means that you'll have to like ward very heavily onto those two sides. I don't know why they would make two. Like, look at the map here on my screen. There are two lanes that go straight into either side of the Phoenix there for some reason. I don't know why, but that's how they decided to do it. I'm not sure. I guess it's more for like 3v3, giving more options to go into that Phoenix. But either way, I feel like it's very silly. And I don't think that should stick. But, you know, more than anything, what I'm happy about is Hi-Rez is, first of all, doing a 3-week PTS, ensuring that they're actually going to be taking valuable feedback from players. So make sure you guys do give them feedback. Look for, you know, look for ways to break the game mode when the game first comes out, and let's actually try to make Joust fucking a thing, you know? Wow, that freezes max range, that shit hit. You know, let's try to actually make Joust viable and not just have it be stupid cheese strats. I really, really hope that it's going to work out, you know? I would love it. I would love it more than anything. Because I do love the aspect of 1v1 in which you actually get to fight. It's not very often in this game mode that it matters, but you know, it's fun when you do. Like when you pick Ymir and you go ham in the early game, dude. Like this Ymir, he can poop on me right now. But it won't mean anything because I'm fucking I'm an ADC, and late game I'm gonna shit on your life regardless, man. So it would be nice to be able to pick gods and know that it's not just automatically over. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Basically, you know, hopefully there's enough. Oh, we got him. Oh, we got him. Hopefully there's enough here that the game mode can evolve and continue to be. He misplayed pretty hard there, but and you know, continue to be a. Yeah, I never think it's going to be an SPL, you know, game mode. That's not really the point of it, but to continue to be competitive, reasonably competitive. Maybe there could be, you know, like side leagues run where like people could do shit. Maybe we get MLG, you know, actually no longer MLG, rip that. Maybe you get, you know, UMG to run like a side tournament for it and shit, and like, you know, maybe Alienware Arena could think about it and shit, you know. So there could be potential for this game mode, you know, despite it not being an SPL game mode off the bat. It might, you know, it might actually be something. So, you know, in my opinion, let's give it a try. Let's not just say, oh, fuck this shit, it's so stupid, you know, early game gods, auto win, la la la. Just try to go about it with an open mind, in my opinion, and, you know, give Hi-Rez feedback. When that PTS drops, play the shit out of it. I'm going to be playing the shit out of it. I'm going to be streaming it here, twitch.tv/Nshadow. Daily videos going up on, obviously, the YouTube. I was about to drop the YouTube, but if you're watching this, you're watching my YouTube already. Remember to subscribe and everything. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. We just got to see, you know, we don't know anything yet. So it's up to the players more than anything to ensure that the game mode isn't shit right now, because we have to give the feedback and make sure that, you know, voices are heard and stuff. If Hi-Rez is actually willing to update the game mode as like more OP things are found and shit like that, like that's the actual dream. Okay, we got it. That would be exactly the type of thing that you're looking for, you know, because what's obviously Conquest wasn't right when it first dropped. The thing is that they update the game mode, you know. If they actually have like a team designated to doing that, or even just like give it, you know, give it the time of day to every once in a while think about, hey, Joust seems like a pile of shit right now, let's do something about it. And the game mode has potential, you know, as long as there is, you know, are 2 fucks given about it instead of, you know, it doesn't have to be a million fucks. Just 2 fucks given about this game mode, it will have potential to survive and, you know, maintain competitive value. So that's all I'm hoping for. I'm going to be, you know, trying to make my voice heard about it. If you want to, you know, tell me anything about the new map, anything that you find or anything, of course, you can message me at my Twitch or, you know, on my YouTube in the comments, things like that. But make sure that, you know, you're telling Hi-Rez directly yourself as well. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time. And remember to subscribe and everything. Look forward to the next season. I look forward to playing it with you guys. So I will see you then.